Welcome to another video. Samantha would like to introduce you to MJ Pickman, whose profile says interesting things, such as MJ Pickman updated her profile picture. That's the sort of thing that scammers often overlook. But watch out for it. They set up profiles and then they use them for male or female personas. Hello, Samantha. How are you doing? He asked. All right, I suppose. How are you doing? Said Samantha. I'm fine, he said. Nice to meet you here. Where are you from, please? I'm from England. She said, I was living in Exeter till they locked me up in this ghastly place. Where do you live? Okay, he said. I'm from Los Angeles, California, but live in Mexico. So, are you married with kids? No, I'm not married. She said, my kids was took away when they was babies. I ain't seen 'em since. Where do you live in Mexico? Okay, he said. I'm single with one daughter. How old are you? I'm 52. She said, where do you live in Mexico? I'm okay, he said. I'm 54. Dear, can I have your Gmail address so we can chat on Google Chat? I didn't ask how you are, said Samantha. I asked where you live in Mexico. You got trouble reading or something? Okay, he said. I'm a marine engineer. I'm working in Mexico. Where in Mexico? Asked Samantha. You thick or something? I live in Torreon, Mexico, he said. I'm working in Mexico. Yeah, you keep saying that, she replied. Okay. I can bleed and read, you know, she said. Okay. Dear, can I have your Gmail address so we can chat on Google Chat? If you want to, said Samantha, and gave him her email address. I got to go now, she said. I got to work in the kitchen. And so they moved to Google Chat. Well, they sort of moved to Google Chat because over on Google Chat, Samantha got a message request from Mark Leonard. Hello, dear, he said. How you doing? It's me on Facebook. Hello, baby. Who the hell are you? Said Samantha. I ain't talked to no one called Mark on Facebook. It's me, he said, sending her a photograph. That don't tell me anything, said Samantha. Who the hell's me? I ain't talked to no one called Mark. It's me, on Facebook, he said. You sent me your Gmail. No, I bloody didn't, said Samantha. Who the hell are you? I ain't talked to no one called Mark on Facebook. Oh, God, he said. Baby, send me your pictures. You some time-wasting idiot, or what? Said Samantha. I'll say it again, 'cause you ain't reading, is ya? It's me. You send me your Gmail address on Facebook. I have not talked to anyone called Mark on Facebook, said Samantha. I'm working in Mexico, he said. Can you understand that? Said Samantha. I have not talked to anyone called Mark on Facebook. Okay, my name is Mark Leonard, he said. Well, actually, he didn't. He said, okay, my name is Mark Leonard. Can you read? Said Samantha. Yeah, I can see your name, you idiot. I haven't talked to anyone called Mark on Facebook. You really is thick, ain't you? You can't read neither, can you? My name is Mark Leonard, he said. That name on that Facebook is my nickname. What's your name on Facebook? Asked Samantha. To which our man replied, MJ Pickman. And the reason he said that was because he was talking to her on Facebook simultaneously. And over on Facebook, Samantha had said to him, I can't see nothing, just a request from a bloke I ain't never heard of. Baby, it's me on Facebook, he said. My name is Mark Leonard, he finally said, after she'd asked him several times over on chat. Then why the bloody hell didn't you say so? Said Samantha. Think I'm psychic or something? I'm really so sorry, he said. Now, tell me on chat what your name is here on Facebook, because I ain't sure I'm talking to the same person. Okay, he said. This is my nickname. And so, over on chat, he'd just said to her, MJ Pickman. Now tell me why I had to ask you so many times, said Samantha. You either A, totally thick, B, can't read. My real name is Mark Leonard, he said. Which is it? Asked Samantha. Okay, I'm so sorry. You keep saying my real name's Mark Leonard like a bleeding record. Yeah, I'm sorry too. Learn to bleed and read. Okay, how are you doing? He asked. I was better before I started talking to an idiot like you. She said, bloody hell, I got enough problems without some dimbo who don't read proper. OK, I'm so sorry, he tried again. Yeah, me too, said Samantha. I'm really sorry, he said. Yeah, you said that, replied Samantha. OK, he said. Nice to meet you here. If you say so, said Samantha. What's the time over there, he asked. It's 12:22, she said. OK, can I have a picture of you? It's on Facebook, said Samantha. Please send me here. Oh, FGS, don't be so bleeding lazy, said Samantha. OK, said our poor scammer. I got to ask you everything half a dozen times. Now you can't even tap on the Facebook icon. What you're doing in the middle of Mexico, and I ain't interested in asking you 6 times before you can be bothered to answer. I'm a marine engineer, he said, working in the oil rig. And now I think would be a good time to stop and show you a map, and show you on that map where Torreon in Mexico is. This is a map of Mexico. As you can see, Torreon is pretty much in the centre of the country, and Google Maps tells me that it's approximately 490 kilometres from the sea. Back to the action, and our man who lives in Torreon has just told Samantha, I'm a marine engineer working in the oil rig. A marine engineer in the middle of Mexico, you having a laugh? She said. OK, he said. You are having a laugh. Why, I ain't laughing, said Samantha. I work offshore, he said. You told me you was in Torreon. Yes, he said. So you ain't offshore, make up your bleeding mind, she said. I'm on the high sea. I'm going to text you back, he said. Make up your bleeding mind, said Samantha. Are you in Torreon or are you on the high sea? I need to be in the rig now, he said. And I ain't going to keep asking you, said Samantha. If you're that stupid you don't know where you are, I don't want to talk to you. Why? He said. It's the last chance. Are you in Torreon or are you at sea? I ain't asking you again. And if you're that idiotic you don't know the difference, you can sling your hook. I'm in the sea, he said. I'm working in Mexico. So you ain't in Torreon, is ya? Said Samantha. Why did you say you are? Thought it sounded good, did you? Please, we have to talk later. I'm sorry. I'm really going to work. Please, said our scammer, a common thing that they do. I need to go back to work when you've caught them out and they have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. Thought you'd try and impress me, said Samantha, 'cause you ain't. You're just sounding stupid. I'm really sorry, he said. I ain't interested in talking later or at all to some moron who don't even know where he is, said Samantha. And so our man hopped back on Facebook, where he said, I don't understand you. Why are you so rude to me? What don't you understand? Said Samantha. Are you at sea or are you in Torreon? Honey, I'm going to tell you later, he said, as in when I've looked on a map to try and work out where I think I might be. I'm going to tell you later. I'm at work. You're going to tell me later, said Samantha. You don't know if you're at sea or if you're in Torreon, and you wonder why I'm so rude on me. You're some kind of idiot, ain't you? Even I know if I'm on land or at sea, it ain't hard. So he sent her a photograph that might have been taken on an oil rig, but then again, it might be on a container ship. I'm not sure. Perhaps somebody can tell us in the comments. Is that an oil rig or is that a container ship? My money's on that being a container ship. But what would I know? I'm working over here, he said. OK, said Samantha, so tell me in simple words, are you at sea or are you in Torreon? You can say I'm at sea or I'm in Torreon. Easy, innit? And I ain't going to ask you every single thing half a dozen times no more. If you ain't interested in having a proper talk, you can go sling your hook. It's boring and it makes you sound like a stupid idiot. Deeply offended at being called a stupid idiot, our stupid idiot hopped back onto chat and swore at Samantha. Get the... A few hours later, he had a change of heart. Hello, honey. Sorry. Hello. You've got a potty mouth, ain't you? Said Samantha. You don't know where you is, so you F at me. I'm really sorry, he said. So is you ever going to tell me where you is? At sea, waves, water, etc., or in Torreon, a city with houses and streets? To which our man replied, yes. Ain't difficult, said Samantha. Look out your window. Yes, what? You is going to tell me? OK, I'm in Mexico. See, he said. OK, said Samantha. So why did you tell me you're in Torreon? I'm a marine engineer, was his enlightening reply. So you ain't in Torreon, is you? Said Samantha. Why'd you say you is? Okay, I'm in Mexico Sea, he said, again. You ain't never even been to Torreon, has you? Said Samantha. So he sent her that photograph again. I'm working over here, he added. You already sent me that photo of a ship, said Samantha. Our man's equally enlightening reply was, yes. Why did you say you're in Torreon? Asked Samantha again. It's a mistake. I'm so sorry. Because obviously we all accidentally mistake where we live and where we're working. Bloody hell, took you long enough, said Samantha. You ain't never been there, have you? It was a lie, 'cause you thought you'd impress me. Tell me what you do as a marine engineer. I don't know what that means. Oh, Samantha, you really shouldn't have asked. Because our man's equally enlightening reply was, not too long. What the bleeding hell does that mean? Said Samantha. 'Cause you can't read. I'll just copy and paste. You ain't never been there, have you? It was a lie, 'cause you thought you'd impress me. Tell me what you do as a marine engineer. I don't know what that means. Our man's even more enlightening reply was, oil rig. You ain't never been there, have you? It was a lie, 'cause you thought you'd impress me, she said again. Our man Googled marine engineering and came up with a branch of engineering that deals with the construction and operation of the power plant and other mechanical equipment of seagoing craft, docks and harbour installations. Do you understand? No, I don't, said Samantha. I thought you said you was on a rig. How you making harbour installations if you're on a rig? That don't make no sense. Why are you making a dock or a seagoing craft? Wouldn't you do that in a shipyard? We do that too, he said. I hate this, your question. Don't they always when they have no idea what they're talking about? You lying to me again, said Samantha. You hate my questions 'cause you're a lying idiot who don't know what he's talking about, 'cause otherwise you'd just tell me what you're doing, wouldn't you? And I wouldn't have to ask you dozens of times. Do you think I'm lying? Asked our poor beleaguered scammer. Yeah, I know you're lying, said Samantha. I'm not, he said. I ain't stupid, she said. Why do you think they locked me up in this awful place? Yes, you are. I know what you are. Who locked you up, he said. Hello? The police locked me up. Hello? Oh, my God. What did you do? Fraud, money laundering, using threatening behaviour, driving without a licence. So I know who you are. I ain't stupid. Oh, my God. What'd you do that? When are you getting out? What the bloody hell do you think? 'Cause I'm the Queen of bleeding England. I've got another 5 years. What? 5 years? Yeah, you know, 5, like what comes after 4. You got trouble counting as well as reading. You really shouldn't have left school, should you? Okay, can we be friends? He asked. If you stop lying to me and acting like an idiot. I'm not lying to you, he said. Course you is, said Samantha. I'm on an oil rig designing boat harbours. How stupid do you think I am? You're the rig cleaner. I told you, I know who you is. I ain't stupid. Can you get me out of here? You got friends in England? I gotta go. I'm back, she said a few hours later, so can you get me out of here? This time it was Samantha that hopped back on Facebook, where she found the message that he'd left in the middle of the night, saying, Baby, I'm really so sorry. Okay? Yeah, I'm sure you are, she said, 'cause now I ain't going to believe a bleeding word you say, am I? You're so beautiful, he said. I wish you were out of that place. Can you get me out of here? She asked. How long have you been there? Almost 2 years. It's so boring, I hate it. Oh, my God. How many people is over there? He asked. Over where? She asked. Is only you that is in the prison? Only me? She said. That'll be the day. Imagine an old prison to myself. I think there's about 300 of us. Hello, dear. You'll find this is a recurring theme, because I suspect this is a team of scammers. Hello, dear, she replied. Okay, I can see what I can do. Good. You got associates in England, have you? She asked. But you told me that is remaining 5 years, he said. Yeah, that's why I need you to get me out of here. How old are you? Same as I was last time you asked. She said, I ain't had a birthday. How many of you is there? I know you're not working on your own. I think you're 59 years old, he said. Why you think that? She said, you ain't reading, is you? Ask your mate what I was talking to yesterday. To which her man replied, yes. Yeah, she said, ask him, he'll tell you. How many of you is there? 23. he said. But wait, he has another explanation for 23 later in the video. How much is the money for you to get out of there? 23 of you, she said. Yes, replied our man, or men. How much is the money for you to get out of there? You work in someone's house. I don't know, you work it out. Ain't you got associates in London that can help me? I only have $3 million, he said. I will help you. Yeah, and I'm the Queen of Bleeding England, ain't I? Said Samantha. And this conversation took place just a few days before the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. How'd you fit 23 people in one room, or do your work in shifts? Are you a gangster? He asked. Blimey, said Samantha, you've been watching too many American movies or something. Okay, said the next man along. You look so beautiful. Yeah, and you look like a stolen photo, she said. What you really look like. 5 years? Add to 59 years, he said. Oh, look, a scammer who wants to do some maths. Show me the room you're all working in, she said. Who told you I was 59? You really is stupid, ain't you? I work with a lot of scammer boys, but you thickos is too stupid sometimes. It's on your profile, he said. Yeah, so is your photo, ha, said Samantha. But when I looked later, Samantha's birth date was actually visible to her profile's friends. I've since changed that. Watch out for that on your own personal profiles. Make sure you have your privacy settings set the way you want them to be. Okay, thank you. Oh, really kind. Okay, said the next man along, having been handed the scam. What the hell is all that supposed to mean? Said Samantha. To which our man replied, Send me a picture of you, he said, and sent her a photo. You got my picture, said Samantha. Send me a picture of you, a picture of the real you, not some stolen white boy photo. So he sent another photo. Send me a real picture of you, said Samantha. I don't want to see your stolen white boy photos. So he sent her another photo. Stop it, you idiotic dimwit, she said. Send me a real picture of you. I know you ain't some American white boy. I know you're a thicko, but even you ain't that dim. Yeah, that's better, she said, as all those photographs started disappearing. As you can see, he unsent them all. Get rid of them fake photos. Yes, he said. That's true. I'm from Nigeria. Of course you is, she said. I told you I ain't stupid. Can we be friends? He asked, as they always do when they're caught out. Only if you get me out of here, she said. You got associates in London? Send me your pictures, he demanded. You can see my pic on here, said Samantha. I probably got another one somewhere. I ain't into lots of photography. We ain't in the middle of the countryside. It's a bleeding prison. Hang on. Here you are. And she sent him another photo. Samantha's in the fortunate position of having 2 profile photos that she can use. That was the day before they sent me here, she said underneath. Looking real angelic, ain't I? Now send me your pic. A real pic, not some white boy pic. To which our man replied, Hello, because obviously he'd handed the scam on to the next man in the queue. Hello, said Samantha. You look so beautiful, he said. Obviously their standard introduction. You look like an idiot, said Samantha. Send me a real pic of you. Okay, said our man. And stop saying hello every time you hand your phone to one of your 23 mates, said Samantha. It makes you look even more stupid. I'm scared, said our scaredy cat. No, you ain't, said Samantha. You're a coward as well as an idiot. Okay, he said. Bleeding hell, you scammer boys is all the same. So he sent her a photograph, which he then removed. Then he sent another photograph, which he also removed. Can't decide who you are, said Samantha, at which point our undecided scammer blocked Samantha. A few minutes later, he had a change of heart and hopped back on chat. And I probably won't show you the entire conversation because his language deteriorated and became decidedly un-YouTube and unfamily friendly. Hello, he said, and tried calling her. I didn't have the chat app open, so I missed the call. Hello, baby. You really is a coward, ain't you? Said Samantha, who realised that he was back on chat. Thank you, he said. Go away, I ain't interested in talking to you, said Samantha. I'm a coward, he said. Yeah, I know that, said Samantha. All 23 of you's cowards, ain't you? Okay, he said. You all work in the same room, do you? You got a proper call centre going on like them boys in India?" To which our man replied, "I'm 23. Hello?" And I did tell you that he had a different explanation for the 23 further on in the video. Of course, as they all do when they're caught out, he then decided he was deeply in love and sent her lots of hearts. "I want to be your boyfriend," he said. "No, you don't," said Samantha. "You ain't really that stupid, or are you?" "Yes, I am," said our stupid scammer. "And stop blocking me then, unblocking me. That's just stupid," said Samantha, because that's exactly what he'd been doing. He'd been blocking her, and then 10 seconds later, unblocking her. "Stop this," he said. "'Cause you're an idiot, really, ain't you? Send me your pic," said Samantha. "No," he said. "I'm scared." "Yes," said Samantha. "I don't trust you," he said. "R-O-F-L," said Samantha, "says a lying scammer boy. How many of us is there? I know you ain't on your own." "You thank God that you're not in Nigeria prison," he said. "Nigeria prison is bad." "Stop changing the subject," said Samantha. "How many of yous is there?" "You know, even press a phone," he said. "How many of you," and of course she was going to type, "is there?" And he interrupted with, "We'll not even press a phone." "How many of you is there?" she said. "You're the idiot I had to ask lots of times yesterday." "No, I'm not in prison," he said. "The one that can't read," said Samantha. "God forbid," he said. "How many of you is there?" she said, and the one that couldn't read replied, "I'm from Nigeria." "I know you ain't in prison," she said. "I know you're from Nigeria. I know you're an idiot, and I know you can't read. Nigeria people is always," he said. "How many of you is there?" asked Samantha. "Nigeria people is always what?" And so he sent her a video on TikTok. My brother. "That ain't an answer, is it?" said Samantha. "Nigeria people is always what?" "We always suffer," he said. "I'm going to block you." "Goodbye, coward," she said. "Stop," said our coward. "I love you." "You really is a lying thick idiot, ain't you?" said Samantha. "I don't know how anyone can be that stupid. You take idiot to new low, don't you?" At which point, our man started using decidedly unfriendly YouTube language. That went on for a few minutes. And then, finally, Samantha blocked him. I had to unblock him to make this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it. Just hit the like button down below. Please share it with your friends or anyone else that you think should learn about scammers. Please comment down below. Please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, and I'll see you again in another video.